Hi, this is Marianne Krasny again today, and I'm here in my office, and I just wanted to make a few comments, a few reflections on the discussions and how the course is going. So we've had some great discussions, both in the discussions of the courseware and on Facebook, and one of the questions that people are posing is they'll describe a particular practice and they'll say, well, maybe it doesn't have this element or that element, and is this a civic ecology practice? And they're concerned, you all are concerned about how that's going to apply to your project. And what you'll find is that as you go through the course and the 10 principles, some of them will apply to your project, some of them may apply less to your project. And that's part of the learning. And we don't really have something very prescriptive that everything has to have all 10 principles. Rather, I'd like you to think about, is there a community element? And is there an environmental or an ecological element? And if there is, go explore it and then see how the principles apply.
Hi, so we're in week 2 of the course and there have already been some wonderful posts on the discussion board. In the first discussion question, we asked you to describe a biophilic experience in your life. And the discussion posts have generally been along some common themes. Some students have described how they turned to nature due to the loss of a loved one or in response to a tragedy. While some students have expressed biophilia by cleaning up natural spaces, like the coral reefs in the Red Sea, or in greening their balconies, or cleaning up their own backyards and converting it to green spaces. In the second discussion question, we asked you to post a photo of a place that you felt attached to. And so students have posted images of places where they have fond memories or they've spent parts of their lives or grown up in. And some of the interesting places the students have identified have been, for example, the Lighthouse Park in West Vancouver, the Bronx Park in New York City, or Lake District in England. And there have been so many more wonderful pictures. Now the other thing that I wanted to add was that there have been some good discussion threads on the Facebook site as well, where students have shared pictures, common experiences, and debated about concepts in civic ecology. Similar to the Facebook discussion post, we would encourage you to skim over other people's discussion posts on the edX site as well, and also comment on them. And again, we'd like to thank you for sharing all your personal experiences and enriching the course content.
I don't know how many of you have gotten a chance to look at the word cloud results, but I noticed in at least 2 of them, one on the principles and one I think on the definition of civic ecology, not using the word civic ecology, that community came out really large, way above environment or ecosystem services. And I found this really interesting because I got into civic ecology from the environmental point of view and then discovered community. And so we have a little discussion going. It is on Facebook, although maybe we can start one. I'll try to start one in the discussion also about why community comes out so much in front of the others. And we have a few answers. They have to do with things like, well, community is a broad term and it encompasses environment and people, or this is about community activism. And then also the last one that I just looked at was that the practice benefits the community beyond those who are engaged. So I encourage you to jump on the discussion, jump on the Facebook site if you do have access, and engage in a discussion about the word clouds and why community comes out so far ahead of everything else. So I just wanted to say that I know that the first week and now the second week, there's been quite a bit of work. Try to keep up if you're planning to get a certificate because we don't want you to get too far behind. 6 weeks is a really short time, but I think the workload will get easier just because there's less of it and as you're getting more familiar with the edX platform. So we're really enjoying, Summer Dean and I, reading about your ideas, how you're connecting with each other, and just about the general reaction you have to the course material. So keep it up and we'll keep the discussion going.